Time now for a Left of Lansing Friday Short for this March 29th of 2024. Michigan Republican insurrectionist State Representative Matt Maddock thought he found smoking gun evidence of President Biden and Governor Whitmer shipping undocumented people on airplanes to stay here in the state. Wow. The nutty Milford Republican posted pictures to his Twitter or X account showing a plane landing at Detroit Metro Airport, which he claimed showed we're here in the country illegally. Maddock wrote that the people on the plane then loaded buses filled with what he called illegal invaders. And not only that, but Maddock was just beside himself that these buses also received a police escort. To him and the white Christian nationalist right-wingers, this is part of some grand scheme by the Biden administration and Governor Whitmer to replace white people. And he just caught them red-handed. Impeachments now! Only he didn't catch them red-handed. You see, those planes and the passengers on those planes who then loaded up 3 buses at Metro Airport weren't from Michigan. So Maddock was right about that. However, those buses were filled with members of the Gonzaga basketball team, which is playing in the Sweet 16 of the men's college tournament in downtown Detroit this weekend. I mean, look, Gonzaga is a pretty good basketball team, and they may want to reign in the college basketball world, but I don't think they want to take over Michigan. Could be wrong. Democratic State Senator Mallory McMorrow of Royal Oak had a little fun at Maddock's expense by tweeting, "A sitting state representative sees a group of buses at the airport and immediately yells illegal invaders, which is a pretty rude and also, frankly, dangerous way to greet the Gonzaga men's basketball team arriving for March Madness." Yes, it is. But like many in the white Christian nationalist movement, like their dear leader Donald Trump, they refuse to ever apologize or admit they were wrong about anything, even when caught lying. When someone told him that the buses contained Gonzaga basketball players, Maddock replied, "Sure, commie, good talking point." And he continued to double down, saying fake news can't be trusted to investigate the issue. There is no issue! But see, to those people, lying is part of the game, and they count on their followers to live within their ignorance and accept the lying because they've been so conditioned to hate and fear the other. That's why they want to erase true American histories from schools. Their racism and desire to keep the white patriarchy in power is what drives them first and foremost, and that's sad. But that's why Maddock and his wife, former Michigan Republican co-chair Meshawn Maddock, attended the January 6th insurrection. They wanted to trash our fair election system since it went against them. You see, in the end, their side must be on the winning side no matter what. Meshawn Maddock, by the way, is also indicted as one of the 16 Michigan Republican fake electors who tried to overturn the state's election, which went for Biden back in 2020. You see, Maddock knows that he can post blatantly racist messages, knowing it won't cost him within his circle. He sees people of color loading buses and stokes the ignorant fear and anger with his supporters by saying they must be illegal immigrants. You won't see Maddock and his people, by the way, say anything about the 6 migrant workers who died while working on the Francis Scott Key Bridge when it fell apart after a cargo ship struck it in Baltimore. No, you won't hear any words about them from Matt Maddock and his people. You know why? Because those guys didn't fit the right-wing narrative, which dehumanizes all immigrants. But that's all they have for their supporters. They have 0 solutions. They offer no help to working Michiganders. They offer only fear and rage. And people like Matt Maddock are the exact people that former Republican Governor Ricky Snyder and his corporate friends are trying to put back into power in the State House next year. That's why this election has to be a slam dunk for Democrats this fall. leftoflansing@gmail.com is my email. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, The Gram, and Threads. Subscribe to leftoflansing.com and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcast. And check out this week's episode featuring Lou Glazer from Michigan Future Incorporated. Take the battle to them.